Hi, good morning everyone. This is Mavi and welcome back to my channel, the Mavineeka Life and Travel Vlogs. So ngayon po, makulimlim ang panahon pero masarap pong mag-relax. And then of course, because I have my time, so pwede po akong mag-vlog. So ang tatalakayin po natin ngayon is one of the most exciting topics. At ito po ay ang pagkakaroon mo po ng journey or travel from one place to another. In my case, we plan actually to go to Wellington for a business trip. And then of course, business trip siya, but you can also inject some leisures in it. Like kung gusto nyo mag-camping, gusto nyo mag-hiking, then you need also to prepare for that. But of course, in this case, mas marami po tayong pwedeng gawin. But before po ako mag-proceed doon po sa ating topic ngayon, kung pwede po sa mga hindi pa nagsusubscribe, kung pwede po tayo mag-subscribe, mag-like, at i-share na rin po natin sa ating mga friends para po mas marami po tayong matakal na mga topics in the next videos. So, pwede rin po kayong mag-comment and mag-request ng topics to be discussed. So, yan po. So, i-follow nyo lang po yung bell button na makikita nyo sa video na ito. So, maraming salamat po. So, now, let's proceed with our topic. So, yung plan po namin in going to Wellington, actually po, una, nag-decide lang just to do some business or official business. Ganyan po, di ba? Kahit tayo sa Pilipinas, kapag nagsa-travel tayo, naisip natin, isa lang, travel. But then, sinasabi nga, especially, nagtrabaho po ko dati sa DepEd, sabi po namin, nag-workshop tayo, and then you also have to shop. So, workshop and then shop. In this case, you go to a certain place, and then you can also inject some other activities, like if you don't want to rent a place for the accommodation, you can have like a camping thing. You can rent a camping site, pwedeng powered o non-powered. So, para po makatipid tayo. So, you need to bring all those stuff. Okay po. So, here are the practical tips when you plan for a travel anywhere, even not in New Zealand, even in our country back in the Philippines. So, may mga practical tips po tayong na-realize na dapat po ginagawa natin. First po, if you want to go for a trip, you need to plan for it. Hindi lang basta, okay, alis na tayo, hindi tayo nagpaplano, mahirap po yun. So first, una po natin gawin, kailangan po tayong mayroong map or Google Map. Especially sa mga countries like, napaka-dependent po sa Google Map. Even sa city or even sa countryside, kailangan pong may map. Kasi hindi po tayo tipong nagtatanong sa mga tao saan po bang papunta ng ganon. So, wala po tayong matatanungan. And so, in this case, we need to really have our own map sa ating mobile phone. So, mas maganda po kung meron tayong offline version. Kung wala po tayong signal na makukuha, special kung nandun po tayo sa mga bandang forest or nandun tayo sa bulubundukin, wala pong signal, walang site, signal site. So, hindi po tayo makakuha ng maayos na direction. So, we need to have an offline map. Ayan po. And then, when you really plan to do like, while you're doing business, you also have to do your holiday, isipin po natin, ano ba yung mga dapat nating dalhin? Anong klase? If you want to have your camping, then you need to carry with you your camping gears. Like tent, like yung higaan, kung may kumot, syempre mga damit din po. Kasi kung depende sa ilang araw kayong magta-travel. So, ganyan po siya. And then, hindi lang physically you need to be ready, like your stuff, but also, if you're driving, you need to make sure na yung transportation mo is in good condition. So, here in New Zealand, there's no really problem kasi po, we have like yearly, we need to abide with the RIGO or the WOF, the warranty of fitness. So, hindi pwedeng mag-drive kung walang ganon. So, ibig sabihin, na-check po yung worthiness ng sasakyan. So, WOF po ang tawag doon. warranty of fitness. But then you don't have to like rely on that kasi yearly po yan. So you need also to check yung usual po na sinasabi nating blow knobs. If you can remember, I can remember my first time when I studied my driving lesson. Sabi ng instructor ko, always check your car. And ano yung acronym? It's blow knob. Blow knob. So it's like check your brake, your light, what else? Your water, and so on and so forth. Marami po yan. So, yeah, i-check po natin yung mga components na yan. And then, sa car po natin, you need to remove unnecessary things in your compartment. Kasi po, bibigat po siya. Kapag mabigat po yung laman po ng sasakyan, mas magastos siya sa fuel at mas mahirap po siyang i-drive kasi madami siyang kargada. So, yon, mas maganda kung hindi natin siya kailangan, we just have to remove it for the moment. Okay? And then, of course, while you have to tidy up your car, you need to also, like, make sure na yung fuel po niya ay puno. So, make sure na full tank po tayo before you leave your place. So, bago tayo umalis, i-full tank mo muna siya just to make sure kasi we don't know along the way kung may makukuha tayong gas stations or fuel station. It really depends on the place. So, most of the time, nire-recommend po siya na if you're traveling like 8 or 10 hours trip, so kailangan mo po may sarili ka na ring like container for you to have an extra fuel. Just to make sure na hindi po kayo maubusan ng gasolina in the middle of nowhere. So, ganun po siya. So, dala lang po tayo ng container. May nabibili naman pong container for that. Ayan. And then, once na nagbabiyahe na, kung nakikita nyo na half na lang yung ano natin, yung fuel or yung gasolina, we need to refuel then. So, wag nating antayin maging 1/4 kasi in our case, we were actually telling ourselves na okay lang yan, mayroon pa namang gasoline. Even 1/4 pwede pa at mayroon pa rin siyang remaining na kumbaga spare pa talaga. Pero, we realized that along the way, malayo pala siya. It's a forest and it's a 1-hour stretch na wala talaga ikaw makikita ng mga kabahayan. Kasi ano siya, national park kung tawagin. So, it's a long stretch of forest. So, wala po siya talaga. Wala rin pong signal. Meron man, mahina lang. And then, wala rin pong bahay. Walang tao. And then, we traveled actually, we actually leave the place like 1 o'clock in the morning. And so, we reached the place. Madilim pa rin po. Lalo na kung banda sa forest. So, we were actually like, oh my God, we're a little bit scared. Pero, na-manage naman po namin. So, pray lang talaga. So, in our case, we were actually telling ourselves, next time, we know better. So, kaya po, sinishare po namin sa inyo yung mga experience namin when you travel longer hour period, like 8 to 10 hours, be ready for that. And then, what else? If the driver or if your company, like the one who drives the car, ano na siya, naantok or feels sleepy or tired, you need to pull over. Meaning, kailangan yung tumabi and mag-rest or mag-nap even for a few minutes. Kasi po, most of the time when you drive, especially here, like 100 kilometers per hour, napaka-bilis po noon. Kapag naantok na po ang driver, mahirap po yon. Napaka-risky sa buhay natin. Both the driver and mga passengers. So, kailangan mag-rest. And then, also, we would like also to take note that along the way, may makikita po tayong mga animals. Say, may mga squirrel, may rabbits, may mga ano pang, maybe monkeys, or maybe meron ding mga baka or cows kasi marami dito na nagko-cross, or maybe a group of ducks. na nagko-cross doon sa road. So, kailangan po tayong aware kasi we don't want naman na sagasaan natin sila. So, nakaka-ano po yan, nakaka-guilty na kahit po ibon yan, buhay rin po yan. So, nakakatakot. And we also noticed that there were several birds and other animals, mga rabbits na nandun sa kalsada, mga lifeless na sila, nasagasaan. So, naisip po namin na hindi na tayo dapat mag-contribute pa sa pagkakawala ng mga animals kasi nasasagasaan sila. Of course, mabilis po yung takbo, 100 kilometers or maybe the least 80 kilometers per hour. Can you imagine po yung speed? And sometimes nag-i-exceed pa. Kapag wala kasi pong tayo rin, mga Pilipino, kapag walang pulis, sometimes naisip natin wala namang pulis na magbabantay. So, mabilis na mabilis, minsan 120, which is little bit dangerous na. So, we might take note of that and be conscious. Wag po natin siyang gawin. So, yan. So, along the way naman po, lalo na sa mga passengers na katulad ko, passenger, ganun we can also maximize traveling like, observe po natin yung mga nadadaanan natin. Kung medyo maliwanag, medyo lucky po ako during that time. We reached the place in the somewhere between Taupo and Wellington. Meron doong mountains na makikita mo like orange mountain na siya. Actually, mga volcanoes po siya. And then, meron din po siyang part ng mga mountains na mukha siyang cornetto. Alam niyo po yung cornetto, yung parang ice cream na kinakain natin na meron siyang brown and then meron siyang white. So, feeling ko, wow, ang sarap ng ice cream. And then the other one is like an orange mountain. So, it's really a nice view na makakapture mo. Makikita mo na maganda talaga siya. So, na-maximize mo siya. Apart from like other views like yung mga makikita mo din na mga parang umuusok. Like meron kasing thermal anong tawag doon? Thermal energy sa isang mountain na makikita mo yung mga umuusok. So, ganon. And then, meron din yung mga part pa na may mga ice, may mga yellow. So, yun. Kita mo napakaganda. And then, napakaganda ng mountains kasi parang napakalinis at makikita mo yung mga trees na para bang tinanim ng sadya. Napakaganda talaga ng landscaping. Parang ma-appreciate mo. At talaga ito yung wonders ng nature. So, gawa ni God. So, masarap naman po. So, yun po yung mga dapat po nating gawin. Practical tips po on how to travel safely if you travel like 8 to 10 hours straight. So, kailangan po nating always be careful and conscious, not just physically, emotionally, at dapat po laging alert. And, of course, you need also to bring with you like water or baka mga snacks para may makukutkot or yung energy drink, which is really important for those drivers na magta-drive or yung somebody who will be driving the car kasi to keep him awake all throughout the trip. So, kailangan po ng ganon. So, yan po yung mga simple tips, practical tips na I think very important. And hindi natin masasabi na okay lang yun, sanay na kami sa travel. It's not that. What's important is that we learn from others kung ano yung na-experience nila so that when we're the one doing it, hindi natin ma-experience na manervyos tayo because we run out of gas or we run out of fuel or saan tayo napunta kasi we don't have the map. Ganyan, wala tayong guide. So, hindi na kasi po uso yung manual na map. So, it's really like an app for the map and also for you to know where to like go to toilet or go to shop if you don't have, like, if you don't bring anything na pwede kayong kumain. So, you need to look for a place na merong where to eat. So, makikita nyo rin po siya sa app. Ganyan. So I think it's not just in New Zealand but also in other parts of the world. And even I think in the Philippines we have that, but not all of the places ay nandun na yata sa map. But I think meron na. I'm not sure kung accurate na siya na ganon. But just make sure that when you travel, if you don't have the app, just make sure you have the manual or the mismong map, yung physical map, para safe and travel. Ayan, so yun po yung practical tips from us, from Mavineeka Life and Travel Vlogs. And see you soon! And then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day!